When we know that laughter is the best medicine, and there's a local studio that is helping you giggle your day away.
So Cody's Caravan is in Yuba City with someone whose official job is a happiness facilitator. We've never needed a guest more than this one.
Seriously.
That's right. I know. It is so fun. Okay, Courtney, let's go back. You've always had this wonderful laugh.
She's so
It took a
cute.
while to get through this.
She's so cute.
I know. So she's had this wonderful laugh. You're in insurance sales and all this stuff, and people just started calling you the laughing lady and
The Laughing Life Girl.
laughing life girl.
Hey, that's the Laughing Life Girl. Oh, you're the Laughing Life Girl. Yep, that's me.
And then one day, somebody actually came up to you and asked if they could use your laugh as their ringtone.
Yes,
Stop
she
it.
did. And I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
$500 you can.
Maybe no.
And is that when the light bulb went off?
No, well, that was one of the times. Honestly, it was about 2 times that I've had in my life where I was like, there's got to be a way I should be able to do something with this laughter. One was in 2020, but life just didn't present itself in a way that made sense then. And then I got into the insurance business and really kind of honed self-employment a little more. And then in 2023, that's when I went to Google and I said, hey, how do I get paid to laugh? How do I make a laughter business? And I found that I could get certified as a laughter yoga leader, and I did. And now here we are today.
Here we are today. I think it's fascinating. I think it's fascinating that you realize that there was something there and something that you could share with others and make the world a little better place.
Yes, so I also like that we can kind of put our phones down, put the devices down, and connect with each other, because that is something that I think we're missing.
Yeah. So the little screen is in between happiness and.
I think that it is
Connectivity.
to some degree, yeah. How often do you go somewhere and you might sit down in a coffee shop, you don't talk to anyone.
Yeah.
You're on your phone. And I sat down and talked to a stranger the other day. She cried because she was so happy that somebody just talked to her. She said that her life has been very isolated lately. And again, I am that person who does feel compelled to talk to people, strangers. Not everybody is, and that's okay. But I think that sometimes just putting down the devices and really connecting with the people around us, whether that's our coworkers, our kids, family members, or just people we met today.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so you're going to put us through some exercises. So I really want the anchors, because they need to laugh, and the people at home to join us in these exercises. Let's get everybody laughing today. I'm telling you, I have had so much fun with her. We just finally started working. It was like we stood around for like 20 minutes, and I just laughed the entire time. She's just a joy.
Well, because she's adorable.
Okay, so that's coming up. We'll put you through some classes.
She's very charming. Very
She's the
charming.
best.
Cody, where do you want to send the caravan next after you've giggled your day away?
I'm so glad you asked. I'm looking for somebody to take me fishing. National Go Fish Day is coming up in June, I think, or something like that. So I want to spend the day fishing with somebody interesting. So if you want to take Cody fishing, good day at kmaxtv.com.
This is actually perfect because fishermen like to get up early. We're on early. This is perfect.
The timing.
Thank you, Code.
Not only am I going to try it out, I want you guys in the studio to try it out, and I really want the folks at home to try it out. Right, Court?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Okay, so what are we going to do here? What do we need?
We are all going to do it together. We're going to start very, very basic. This is my intro to laughter yoga. So we're going to put our hands here.
Hands here.
And just say ha. Ha. And you should feel it right there, right? Ha.
Ha.
Okay, and then you're going to put your hand on your chest. We're going to say ha.
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 You should feel it. Ha. Ha. Okay. Now we're going to put our hands low on our bellies,
Lower
right?
the bellies.
We're going to ho, ho, ho like Santa Claus.
Okay.
All right? Okay, 1, 2, 3.
That does feel pretty good.
Shakes a little too much for mine.
That does feel pretty good. So that's like the warm up.
That's just the basics, because we want to feel where our laughter is, right? This like ha ha is what we do a lot. If you're at an office, you're working, there's a lot of that like ha ha ha, like
Right.
like very basic, very surface level laughter.
Okay.
And we want to get to that really deep belly laughter, right? That hearty laughter where you're either your chest or further down in your belly.
Okay.
We're also going to do a brain exercise because we do know that this is good for your heart, your lungs, your brain, just really getting into that yogic breathing and our laughter. So we're going to do one where we're going to clean our brains, okay? Marnie's done this before.
This could take a while.
Clean the brain.
So this is a little improv-ish, right? So
Okay.
we're gonna take our hand, we're gonna unzip our heads.
Okay.
We're gonna take our brain out.
Okay, brain is out.
And now we've got our brain here. We're gonna have our sponge. You're okay. We're gonna wash our brain while laughing.
Wash that brain right out of my head.
Okay, you can now take your brain. You can put it back in your head.
Okay, brain's back
You're gonna
in.
zip it back up.
Back up.
And now we're gonna clean our brain this way. Okay, so we're gonna and we call this mental floss.
Okay, I'm going to pause you right there. This is fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
And your laugh is just so infectious. I love it. More from Laughing Yoga, and you might notice we're at the Blue Zone of Yuba Sutter. We're going to talk a little bit about what they're doing to try to bring people healthier and happiness in our neck of the woods. So that's all coming up.
Thank you, Cody.
Right here. This spot. Like cartoon characters.
That's right. We just set you through some Laugh Yoga with Courtney earlier this morning, but we're inside of the Blue Zones project for Yuba City, right? Is
Yuba Sutter,
Yuba
yes.
Sutter. And I thought, well, let's combine the two things, if we don't mind, because I want to be happier. I want to be fulfilled, but I want to do it the right way. Does that make sense?
Sure. Well, at Blue Zones, we're about living longer and better. And, you know, it's one thing to live longer, but we certainly want to live better. And part of that is being happier. And, you know, we loved teaming up with Courtney and her Love Laughter Yoga. And it just really brings more happiness. When we're able to laugh, it is actually the best medicine.
Yeah.
Yes. And so with Blue Zones, we are about creating an environment where making the healthy choice becomes the easier choice. And with that, we work with schools, we work with restaurants, grocery stores, and work sites. We also work with within public policy, for instance, to help change our environment to be more walkable and bikeable. And we center all of our work around what are called the Power 9 principles. And those are the principles that were learned in the original Blue Zones, which are around the world. Okinawa, Japan, Sardinia, Italy. We actually have a Blue Zones here in California in Loma Linda.
Loma Linda, right.
Yes, yes. And so those Power 9 principles are what we use to do our work in the community. Some of those include downshifting. So I would say downshifting, one of the ways to downshift is to just take time for ourselves and spend time doing something that we love, like laughing. Laughing just makes us feel better, doesn't it?
It does.
Yes,
It does. No, I watched the series. I actually saw Dan's speech, the Sacramento speech for the, and it was fascinating about what he learned. And what I learned from it was a lot of the activity that these people that are living happier longer. It's not, I'm going to the gym to work out for 45 minutes, but you're incorporating a little bit of exercise constantly. You're in constant motion. You're doing all these things.
Right. So those original Blue Zones, their environments are set up to just naturally be healthier. They're not thinking about being healthier. They just are because their environment is set up in a way. So like you said, they're not going to the gym and pumping weights and, you know, getting on the treadmill. They walk to work. They walk to the coffee shop. And their environments are just set up to be healthier. They spend time with their families. They're not constantly busy like we are here in North America. And so their environments are just naturally that way. So we want to, within our community, help to set up that same kind of environment where it's just easier to be healthy. It's easier to move about through the community without getting behind the wheel in our car. I like to say that Blue Zones is kind of like how we used to live, you know, where we slowed down a little bit. We spent time at the dinner table with our families. That was important to us. And I feel sometimes our society is so busy. We wear that busyness like a badge of honor. And Blue Zones just is a good reminder to slow down, enjoy life, and enjoy the people around us, about connection. It's really about connection.
I love it. And incorporating the laughter into the whole thing is such a good. People want more information. What they need to do?
Well, you can just look us up on the good old Google, the internet, Blue Zones Project Yuba Sutter, or just Google Blue Zones. You can find all sorts of information about Blue Zones on the internet.
Fantastic, fantastic. Coming up next hour, Courtney's going to give us a couple of games that you can play with laughter yoga as you go about your day. We got a couple of things like road laughter, if you will.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do next. Back to you.
Looking forward to that.
Also, Cody's Caravan is out and about. Coming up is a big anniversary of color television. When the color television first happened, does anybody out there have a big old TV collection?
Like a floor
Huge
model?
TV collection. Let me know.
I wonder if we could
Exactly,
find
but a
black
bunch
and
of
white TV that still works
Ooh,
and watch us like
we'd look
over
good
the
at that.
air, like over with an
Yeah.
antenna.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.